One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets open down the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Auburn lines up quickly.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. That's caught. It's Reeder. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground.
Touchdown, Auburn! First score of the game goes up. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So UConn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a rough showing. Week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film and
turning it on. block, good run, and a first down. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Tight end getting vertical. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to... out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Powers through the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Brooks. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give from the gun. Spins away from the defense. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
He'll pull it. There he goes. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Get set.
He wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Auburn 7, UConn 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Okay, ready?
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Griffin. Green 25, ready?
Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good...
Oh, he's getting ahead of us, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of line, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Rice. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's running free down the middle. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. UConn quick to the line.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the...
Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Quick spin on the run.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball. But he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could. It on. Heads up play by the QB.
On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And 3 more on the... And this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Right on the money. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result...
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking for room. It's Brooks. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. UConn will have to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here comes the Auburn offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. They'll move the tight end. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Takes the handoff. It's Brooks. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He leaves it with his back. Across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning.
Oh, he's got some spin. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTEP overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from El Paso, these Miners gotta be thrilled with the result. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. UConn quick to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Husky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We need needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll keep it himself. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With the catch, it's Reeder. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half.
23, UConn, 10.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. The UConn offense goes back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Find some fresh air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead.
Turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just...
Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll try the run. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. UConn quick to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense in a bunch formation. The give out of the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 28 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rice. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll throw it. It's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires downfield. Working on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tigers are flying down the field.
First down.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Tigers are facing third and inches. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The UConn offense goes back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The give. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, UConn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He's at the touchdown, Auburn! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Here we go. Got his man. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. The 20. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be